chance to kind of be in the building and work. What have you learned about the organization? What have your thoughts that have been confirmed by the organization, the way they do things here?
I just love the way they do things here. It's a lot of hard work, grittiness, and down to the grind, a lot of conditioning as well, being in shape. And I prided myself on everything right there. I feel like I feel like the Heat culture of what they do, I gel with them a lot. Just like how I conduct myself, how I hold myself, my preparation is, going into the season, being in tip-top shape and understanding what's the task at hand.
What have you worked on this summer as far as your own personal development?
On personal development, I feel like, being a consistent shot maker from a mid-range and three-point lane, being able to be the versatile defender that I can be, a help-side shot blocker as well out there on the court, and, just improving on everything else that came into play from when I had time playing last year with the Lakers and with the Nuggets as well. Being an efficient rebounder, person that can run the floor, make consistent shots, and defend all levels of basketball out there.
You're obviously a veteran. You've had your minutes. We know your skill set. You've got a young guy also in Orlando who's on the roster. Do you feel like there's going to be a friendly backup five battle with him, or are you guys going to push each other in camp? What do you think the relationship with those is going to be like?
I feel like we're going to push each other, and and that's what we've been doing ever since. And it's always competitive spirit out there. At the end of the day, everybody wants to win, so it doesn't matter who is out there as long as we build the right traits and relationships in order to win out there on the court. Everybody wins.
Suppose seems to have been open in the past to playing 2-5 guys together, but other than Kelly Olynyk, there really hasn't been a volume three-point shooter to make it work. Do you think with your skill set that there are minutes for you and Bam together?
Absolutely. I feel like there's minutes out there. I feel like I compliment his game and he compliments mine as well. And, being able to be a three-point threat out there, I feel like is a big threat for us to, hopefully try to see how it works.
Have you inspired a conversation about you playing some with Bam? Has that come up at all with Eric?
Coaches have talked to me about it, but we haven't had a real sit-down, eye-to-eye talk about it, and I'm sure it'll come then, when time comes, but we'll see how it goes.
Being on different teams is part of being in pro sports, but has the process bouncing around, has it frustrated you? What sort of emotions or conclusions has it left you with Thomas?
Oh, I mean, going from team to team, it's a business out here, so you have to accept that. Of course, you have personal relationships with certain players that, you just didn't wish would end at that time, but, as being part of this organization, being a man, you just have to move on with it. There's no bad blood towards any organization or anything. I cherish all of it that I've been a part of, but, of course there's human emotions, just like up and down seasons. It's a long season, and then building that camaraderie with the guys that you had then and then going to a new team, it's difficult. It's difficult for that, but, you take it all in hand, and, I'm ready for the next opportunity right there.
Were there any personal relationships here that brought you here in addition to the culture itself?
I wouldn't say real personal relationships. I would just say like mutual respect throughout the league of just playing against each other and then knowing each other throughout the years and just seeing each other and passing by. I would say that.
Being with the Nuggets last season, was this one of the teams that you were going to come into the free agency and say, that's one of the teams that maybe I want to play for?
With the Denver Nuggets?
Yeah, I mean, you played against them in the finals, you saw what they were like, so was it one of the teams that you thought maybe I go to Miami?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've been knowing that they've been having an eye on me for a while, for a few years, and luckily it just worked out this way, and then, going into the summer, the free agency aspect, and, they needed somebody with me for my game plan in here, and it just worked, so worked out in our favor.
I know games 3 and 4 of the finals were a long way away that Wednesday and Friday nights last year. Do you remember, Thomas, if the thought at all occurred to you either of those days during games 3 and 4? I wonder if I could be here with the Heat next year.
I thought about different things like that. At that point in time, I didn't really think about that. I was thinking about how we're going to beat this team. I was thinking about the game plan and everything. But throughout the years, I've seen them watch me and seen workouts, and they've kept in contact with me throughout the season when I have free agency stuff. So it's funny how it all aligned right here. It's funny because I remember my first actual NBA workout was the Miami Heat, and we thought it was going to be something then, and then all of a sudden it comes out to now. So it's funny.
Tried any of the restaurants here in Miami yet? You got any favorites?
I haven't yet. Y'all gotta put me on to something. Y'all gotta give me some recommendations, man. I heard. Yeah, I got some options.
Appreciate it, Tom.
Hey, Thomas.
Appreciate you guys.
Come on.
That's it.